All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope everyone can settle down. Thank you. Please take your seat. All right, we would like to begin on time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pavis Devahasuddin, Communications Officer from the IMF's Communications Department. I would like to welcome everyone here in this room and our online audience to the press conference of the International Intergovernmental Group of 24 on International Monetary Affairs and Development, or G24. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that we have simultaneous translation in English, French, and Spanish. Speakers detailed in the media advisory sent before have been updated. It is my honor to introduce the distinguished panel at this table. The chair of the ministers of the G24 at the center is Mr. Pablo Ko, Argentina Secretary of Finance at the Ministry of Economy. To his right is First Vice Chair, Mr. Olayemi Michael Cardoso, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. To the left of Mr. Chair is Second Vice Chair, Mr. Muhammad Ali Malik, Executive Director at State Bank of Pakistan. And of course, at the other end of the table is the Director of the G24 Secretariat, Ms. Ayabo Masha. Without further ado, may I invite Mr. Girno to give some remarks. Mr. Chair, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before we begin the Q&A session, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you as we gather for this press conference. You have at your disposal our comprehensive communique and press release encapsulating the discussions held today. Allow me to briefly highlight the key takeaways. Following a succession of adverse shocks in recent years, global growth remains below pre-pandemic levels, and rising policy uncertainties are generating substantial medium-term headwinds. Emerging market and developing economies are experiencing the deteriorating terms of trade, reduced export volumes, and declining foreign currency earnings. While many EMDs have ramped up domestic policy to mitigate the impact of elevated uncertainty, the constrained policy space and current uncertainty underscore the urgent need for collective and coordinated solutions supported by multilateral institutions. The IMF's role as the centerpiece of the global financial safety net is vital in addressing these multilateral challenges and supporting vulnerable countries. Maintaining a robust and well-resourced IMF is necessary for crisis prevention, effective response, and sustaining international monetary and financial stability. Efforts to develop approaches for further quota realignment should reflect members' relative economic weights without disadvantaging other EMDs and LICs. The World Bank focus on jobs and private sector development is welcome. The Bank has also made progress in implementing the Evolution Program. The ongoing shareholding review is an opportunity to resolve existing disparities and enhance representation and voice of EMD's countries. On the sovereign debt framework, we noted that high debt burdens and rising debt service costs continue to undermine long-term development prospects. While supporting efforts to further improve the implementation of the common framework, we called for broader reforms of the sovereign debt architecture to focus on fiscal sustainability and improving country risk assessments by credit rating agencies. We emphasize the need for institutional mechanisms for crisis prevention and response to support countries with sustainable debt positions that face short-term liquidity shocks. On development, we called for accelerated global action. We also supported equitable energy transition, supported by innovative financial instruments and multilateral collaboration. On domestic resource mobilization and tax cooperation, we reiterated the effective domestic resource mobilization and multilateral cooperation on tax reforms are essential for mobilizing resources to finance development and address global challenges. Lastly, we encourage renewed international cooperation and urge closer collaboration among Bretton Woods institutions and national governments to restore confidence in the global systems. With these remarks, I'm now ready to entertain your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before we begin the question and answer session, I kindly ask that all questions remain within the scope of the G24's mandate and responsibilities. Country-specific or other questions outside this purview should, of course, be raised during the regional press conferences taking place in the coming days. Also, please identify yourself, your outlet, and specify to whom your question will address. So, any first questions? The lady in the pink jacket. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. My first question goes to the chair. And so in countries where physical